Thank you, Molly. The one and only Tank Davis with me right now, one of the best fighters on the planet Earth. Tank, good to see you. Why this fight? What has he done to deserve to be in the ring against you?
He's a world champion himself. He's coming up with the dare to be great. So we fought before, so it's history. It's history in that. There's two guys that's trying to be great.
Now, he's not one of those guys that's going to be foolish enough to talk about how he shook you during some sparring session or something like that, like Frank Martin tried to do and really ticked you off. I was talking about it on the show. I don't know if you saw me, Tank, back before the Frank Martin fight last June. I said, you looked at me during a press conference and you looked at him and you said, you really, really should have waited. You took this fight too early. You really should have waited. That's what you told him before the fight, and then you went and put him to sleep. This cat right here, he ain't saying something like that about you, is he? He's not doing that, is he?
No, but Lamar had more experience than Roach.
Like the Andre Wards and the Floyd Mayweather, who can talk good and still articulate things to their grandparents, to their grandchildren, to their children. And for me personally, it's like I want to make sure that I'm able to really speak well to my kids and my grandkids and all of that. So
100%, and I applaud fighters like you for setting an example for young fighters coming up. Like, defense and tactics and understanding the game is the most important thing. These guys that want to put on an entertaining fight and just go in there and slug it out, like, man, you are giving up your brain for some people who don't give a about you.
Oh my God, that's the guys on the truth right there. I be seeing a lot of fighters nowadays where they stand there like punching bags and let people hit on.
And the boxing world has been buzzing with anticipation over a potential clash between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. What started as a few 2:0 12 minutes, 1 second comments and subtle jabs has quickly evolved music into one of the most talked about rivalries in modern boxing. 2:0 62 minutes. 6 seconds fans, analysts, and fighters alike are debating who would come out on top if these two elite competitors finally step into the ring together. Recently, Davis, 2:142 minutes, 14 seconds made headlines with a bold warning directed at Stevenson. Known for his explosive knockout power and aggressive style, Davis did not hold back when 2:222 minutes, 22 seconds discussing the possibility of facing Stevenson. Share Stevenson.
Why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet. He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you gonna get hit. What you gonna do when you get hit?
The boxing world has been building serious hype around a potential clash between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, as what began with subtle exchanges has now grown into one of the most talked about rivalries in modern boxing, with fans and analysts debating the outcome, especially after Davis made headlines by issuing a bold warning, leaning on his explosive knockout power and aggressive style as a clear threat heading into any possible matchup.
Pop's gotta go. He's in the corner. I watched the fight. He's in the corner. Yo, fight back. Do something. That's not a plan.
I'm saying,
If Pops was saying not crazy and shit, he was in the other corner, so you probably...
No, but he watching. You can't read lips. You watching that whole fight. I noticed that about you. No, you watching the corner.
His dad was
you like this.
The craziest things to him. You're losing.
Fight. You're losing. Fight. What the fuck is that? I need somebody to say, left jab, cross,
body.
So what the fuck is that?
My only thing about this though, when he been doing this.
The potential showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson has become one of the most intense and debated rivalries in modern boxing, driven not just by their skills, but by completely opposite philosophies inside the ring. Davis has been very direct in his criticism. He believes Stevenson is overrated, arguing that while people label him as elite, he hasn't delivered enough dominant wins against top-tier opponents to justify that status. In Davis's view, Stevenson's reputation is built more on defense and technical ability rather than taking risks and finishing fights in emphatic fashion. He also takes issue with Stevenson's style, calling it too defensive and lacking aggression, insisting that a true champion must impose their will, press forward, and create damage, not just avoid it. Davis even dismissed the idea that he fears Stevenson, stating clearly that unless a fighter has real knockout power, there's nothing to be intimidated by. And he doesn't see that threat in Stevenson that on the other side. Stevenson has embraced the challenge completely. He sees this fight as the perfect opportunity to prove he belongs at the very top and silence critics once and for all. According to him, the rivalry has evolved naturally, from early mutual respect to full competition, as both fighters climb toward dominance in the same division. Stevenson believes Davis recognizes him as a serious threat, pointing to his reactions in interviews as signs of underlying respect mixed with frustration. Most importantly, Stevenson is confident in his abilities, emphasizing that his ring IQ, discipline, and versatility allow him to adapt to any style and control the pace of a fight. This clash of opinions is mirrored by experts across boxing. Teddy Atlas praises Stevenson's speed, defensive awareness, and ability to control distance, calling him one of the hardest fighters to solve technically. However, he also acknowledges that Davis's explosive power and forward pressure could disrupt that rhythm. Roy Jones Jr. highlights Stevenson's discipline as a major advantage, but warns that Davis's natural talent and knockout ability make him dangerous at all times, especially if he's fully focused. Terrence Crawford brings a strategic angle, pointing out that Davis often starts slow, which could allow Stevenson to dominate early rounds with precision and defense. If Stevenson builds a lead and avoids damage, that could be the key to victory. In contrast, Oscar de la Hoya believes pressure changes everything, arguing that Davis's relentless aggression could eventually break through Stevenson's defense, especially if he lands clean. Legends like Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather Jr. frame it as a classic stylistic battle. Tyson emphasizes Davis's ability to end a fight with a single punch and believes his pressure could force Stevenson into uncomfortable exchanges. Mayweather, meanwhile, highlights the contrast perfectly, calling Davis the most dangerous puncher in the division, while describing Stevenson as one of the most technically skilled fighters, even comparing his defensive style to Pernell Whitaker. Supporters of Davis point to his knockout ratio and ability to end fights dramatically, arguing that power is the ultimate equalizer in boxing. Meanwhile, Stevenson supporters believe that elite technique, movement, and discipline can neutralize even the most dangerous punchers, that in reality. This fight comes down to one core question. Can precision and control completely shut down explosive power? Or does it only take one moment, one clean shot, for everything to change? That's what makes Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson not just a big fight, but a true high-level chess match with fight-ending danger at every second.